Hi, everybody. I think we're live. Thank you for coming on early and waiting. We saw you get on there, but we were still setting up and getting audio. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. Guess what today is? It's my mom's birthday. So she helps me in my channeling. So I've had the best day today. I spent the majority of my day with Ian and at a crystal shop. And I got some amethyst, which is a February birthday stone and my mother's birthday stone. And she really loves it. So I went and got that. And I'm wearing her favorite type of hat and all her stuff. So it's so good you guys are here. I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome. Yep, February 22nd, her birthday. She adored purple. She actually had a full-length purple king's coat. I remember it in her closet. And it had like the regular black and white regal crown, and it was purple fur, and it was so amazing. So thanks all you guys for coming on. Ian's connecting over there, so I just want to read your names and see who you are and say hi. Yesenia Morgan, hello you guys. Hi Diana. Hi you guys. Everlasting for Infinity. Hi Alex D. Hey, how are you? Leo Michelle. Hi you guys. Welcome, welcome. Jackie, hello. Elsa, Ariana. Oh, you guys, amazing. Welcome. Hi, Lisa. Hi, sweetie, Lisa Blair. Oh, I was so glad you're here. I sent some stuff over I was only able to do it on Instagram to let everybody know I was coming on. Because sometimes it's like if I put everything on blast, so many people come at one time and I want to be able to spend time with you guys. Yay. Plutophile. Hello, Brenda. Just that weirdo next door. Hey, again, how are you? Mavis, Risa, Plutophile. Karen, hi you guys. What a pleasure to have you here. Welcome. Again, yeah, I'm really jazzed out because it's my mom's birthday and she's the one that I grew up with a really great sense of humor, and she was really funny, and she was an amazing person. And I have to share this quick story because I'm amazed by this. Like, we've always talking about synchronicities and knowing our angels are looking out for us. So today I was like, Mom, my mother passed away over a decade ago. And funnily enough, it was pretty much, well, not funnily enough, but I knew she was going to be passing away. And when she called me, I said, can I come see you? Because she was up in one of her homes in Maine. And her twin flame, Bill, had passed away a year before. And I knew that, yeah, she was ready to go too. And again, I don't fear death or get all excitable about it, but I do miss her. So listen to this strange event. This ring I had posted because so many people were interested. So I posted in the local marketplace, and a woman bought it today, and her name is Susan, and my mother's name is Susan. And this woman lived in Jamestown, and my mother's last name was James. Now, the creepiest thing was she lived on Woodlawn Avenue, and the street I grew up on was Woodland Drive. So the fact that it was Susan, James, and Woodlawn and Woodland, it was like, I just stared at my phone and I was like, oh my God, because this ring I didn't even want to post. I love it so much. But I was like, you know what, I'll post it. I like to share things and circulate it. And I was like, Mom, that's you coming through on the telephone. I was like in the best mood after that because the build up to her birthday, sometimes I get a little sad because I remember we all want to go out of our way and really, really surprise her and do nice things. So I can't believe all you guys are here. Tracy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Ty, everybody. Cool. I know it's not a crazy story. The fact that it was Susan and then the street name and then Jamestown and her last married name and my maiden name is James. I was like, oh, phenomenal. I know, that's really insane. And I felt so good all day because I went out and I got my nails done. And I normally do them myself, but I went to this salon that was right by where Ian and I had lunch. And it was so calming and so serene. And I sat down next to a girl. There was only 2 seats. And it was a young girl. And I began a conversation with her because she's like, you seem so warm. She goes, is that a weird thing to say? I said, no, that's a great thing to say. And I started talking to her. And she was saying, we started talking about how we get excited for people fulfilling their potential, their love potential, their professional potential, life potential, everything. And she said, yeah, it's strange. When I applied to med schools, they made me feel, and this beautiful, beautiful young girl, she's in her 20s, she's like, they made me feel so small and insignificant because as they were going over my application, if I hadn't experienced this or that, they were like, next. And they were like giving her application right back to her saying, basically making her feel like a pile of garbage because she hadn't won the Nobel Prize. And it was really neat how we're saying, I think that's the one aspect of life when we treat each other well and we acknowledge the fact that people go through suffering and trials and they're trying to get to places in their life, that we have to help them. We have to be the helpful counterbalance to all that negativity and documentation that says you're not this unless you have that certification, which is untrue, because we are what we are, paperwork or not, right? Psh, that's why the DMV can go suck it. So I'm going to turn everything over to Ian because the stream is moving fast and I want to get to as many of you as possible. So he's going to let you know what's what, and he's going to bring the questions up to me because he's the only one that can catch the stream fast enough and read it to me. We got it going on. Ian, do you have everything you need over there?
Yes, we have. I can see what's going on. Just want to mention, everyone, we have Super Chat is switched on, and all donations are really welcome, thankfully. Mel will answer as many questions as she can, so feel free to post them. We will prioritize on the Super Chats, and any questions, any Super Chat questions that are unable to be answered on camera, after the video, post it in the comments, and she will answer everything, in text afterwards. But we'll do as many questions as we can in probably about an hour or so, right? So
yes.
I'll start asking the questions.
Start asking and he will read them off. But congratulations, Love and Light, on starting your own tarot channel. I'm so excited for you. And I will, I'm going to get right on there and see what's going on. So I'm so excited because I love the promise of the potential and the newness of just starting things, right? You wake up with this vitality and drive and happiness to go and accomplish your soul purpose and what you really want, right? And my whole favorite part about everything in this adventure is connecting with you guys, going through your comments, seeing how you're living your lives. It's the best part of it. It really is just seeing how people are thriving and going off. So I'm going to turn over to Ian so he can get things going. But look at this necklace. Oh my God. It's a whole bib that goes like midway down. And it's like, I can't really wear it to Whole Foods, so I have to wear it on air. It's the only place I'm going to get away with it. Okay.
Elsa Moonlight with a Super Chat donation. Thank you very much. What's my twin flame trying to manifest between us?
Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot. I've been getting so many questions on twin flame stuff right now. And we really have to, the number one thing that I like to tell people is take in small doses because sometimes we can push and overwhelm. So Knight of Discs, this is really nice. All knights that have to do with love, I love getting this because this is the message of right now he's trying to earn his financial place in the world and he's trying to set himself up in order to then step into this relationship on sure footing in what he wants to do, because a lot of times it is a man's ego and his drive that likes to say, hey, I am prepared. I can provide for and be there for you financially and otherwise. And also the knight is also his journey to his king, to become a king, which is just all he surveys, he has control over. He feels like he can run the ship the way he needs to run it. But they're all on I already feel that the energy is already moving towards you. And he's just, and I hear these messages of just stay positive about everything, because when we choose our thoughts and we lift our vibration, it lifts everything around us and it maneuvers us in the right lane to get to where we need to be. And our love matches faster because there isn't garbage around us. There isn't residue of hurt, pain, or regret. It's only forward. It's only searching and sending that energy. So send out that energy and start. I'm hearing him saying, envision what you want, because he wants to provide those things for you. Envision. And he's earning the place monetarily for it right now to be set and to be in conjunction with what can take care of earthly things, like we need bills and cars and things like that, and he's getting all his ducks in a row. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. I love nights and any love read because that creates a really integrity based connection for sure.
Okay, we have our first yellow donations. Was fantastic from Karen Verman and Danielle Thomas. And the first one of those, Karen's, I just got laid off my job, applying like crazy. When will I start working again?
Okay. Yep. So this is the end of that 7 weeks. So death, that's the end of your job cycle. But there's a reason that happened too. And I feel like the universe was providing, even if you felt comfortable, I feel that's a thing. You're in your comfort zone, and we don't grow, expand, change, and learn new things if we just get in a groove and we're doing the same thing. Have you found, like, when you got up, you would prepare for work the same way, behave the same way, dress at the same time? You were sort of getting in a comfort zone where now you need a new environment so you can change that page, hit the refresh button, look at things different from a different perspective. So 7 weeks, I'm hearing. Can you put those applications out there? But one of the most important things is your envisionment process of receiving these replies quickly, and how you want to hear them, who you want to hear them from, who you'll be with, who you'll tell you have this job, what your desk or whatever your environment will look like, students, whatever are going to be around you. Start the envisionment process, because the energy is already working towards it for you. This is a finished state of mind, because your every entity and ancestor and spirit guide around you want you to get into this new environment so you can have a new, lighter, brighter future. Because I feel like things were starting to weigh you down, and things were getting too regular and commonplace, and it's time for you to experience the miraculous and fresh eyes. So 7 weeks. Keep it up.
We have a few more super chatters. Thank you very much, Jackie, Ty, and Brenda. We're going back to Danielle, our second of our yellows. What is going on in my soulmate's life? What is his age?
Okay, so what is going on right now is he's being divinely guided and directed towards you by his higher ups. And I'm hearing, what I hear is age difference. And I take this one, there's a 5 age year difference. That V at the end, that's the difference in the age spread of older than you as well. But what's happening is right now, he's actually on a spiritual journey as well. And he's devising a long-term lifestyle of health. I feel like in the back and in the past, as we say, in his backseat, in the backseat of his car, in his past, he had some things that were weighing him down, regret, loss, all those things, and ill health. So he's turned a page on that, and he's like caring for his body and thinking of longevity and really caring for himself. So spiritually, on this journey, he's meeting some people that are helping him, because he's understanding that we are all a collective, and that when we choose our thoughts and go down the right way, and we care for ourselves as we do for others, and we don't just give it all away and then feel put upon. And he's creating boundaries in his life and getting into a place where he can then connect you on the level that he wants to. And it's going to be beautiful, because he's going to have insights and amazing qualities to him, like so balanced, so directed, and peaceful, really peaceful. I hear just somebody who doesn't anger, somebody who has lovely insights to life. I like that a lot. Very nice.
Yeah, there's some fantastic more super chats, and another of our, we're going to jump to our yellow, the new yellow. Landry Wood. Am I currently with the person I'm supposed to be with?
Is this Sonia? Okay.
Landry Wood.
Okay. Are you currently with the person you're supposed to be with? I get a lot of that.
Stacia says hello.
Hi, Stacy. I'm glad you're on. What time is it where you are? We were trying to do math, and she's like, I'm on vacation. I don't do math. I'm like, I don't even do math when I'm working. Okay. Yeah, the star card. However, this is what I'm hearing too. At any point in time, if you feel that you feel undervalued, somebody else is going to come right in there that can take over. So it's your decision. This is the wish card. This is you getting karmic rewards and what you need to have a synchronistic, beautiful relationship. So you are where you're supposed to be right now, but at any given time, if you feel that you are not being treated of the way that you want, of super high value, and you're not being treated at the top notch level that you think, things will start to synergize, and you will get someone who comes right in and is perfect. But for now, this is the person. They're either going to step up and just be nuclear cool, or they're going to drift away. But I feel like they're going to step into themselves even more and be more supportive, available, and just, I feel like this person's trustworthy anyway, but there's something that they need to mature into, and they're working on it. So yeah, very cool. What else is going on, hon? Hi, all you guys. Thank you so much for popping on and saying hello. I'm so happy you're here. I was like, Mom, it's your birthday. We need to go talk to people. Your energy is so great.
We got a fantastic donation from Stacy. I think she gave us $20.
Hi, Stacia. How are you?
And we're going to go back to Elsa, who also, she did couple of greens, totaling a yellow. Elsa asked, what to do so my mother and I are in agreement with everything overall.
So what to do? Okay, first, I didn't even have to pull a card, and I'm hearing, sit back and listen. I feel like you can try to talk over each other to get your point across, and that does no good, because as soon as someone tries to get louder or more alpha, the other one shuts down and doesn't listen. So I feel like the more quiet approach from you, yeah, Ace of Discs, a new approach. So this is, Discs and Pentacles are about abundance in whatever way, shape, or form we see this. And what you want is balance. And you want to edify your ground that you're standing on. But the way to do that, think of like the monks and stuff when they're so peaceful. You know, at that point when they approach, if they were to speak, you would listen to everything they say because they're in such a peaceful place, right? Aggression gets nowhere. So just sort of step back for a little bit, because trying to go bigger and louder isn't necessarily going to do it. I feel like if you show your mom, and when we show a little reverence and grace and gratitude for our parents, they really respect and respond to that. Okay. So really listening when she's speaking, and then she'll give you your time. Just tell her what your intentions are and why you want to do the things you want to do. And it's for, you know, I see swift change once you do this too. So I feel like when you just set your course and you share your vision, I keep hearing that more and more. Just share your vision. Don't say, you always do this. Never, don't use ultimatums. And if she does it, just sit back and let her unload like that and realize that she just really wants something badly. And when somebody wants something badly, sometimes they don't go about it the right way. But if you gear down and speak softer, she'll listen more, and the shift will go more in your direction, right? You have to use diplomacy. Otherwise, it's just a shouting match. So the more you do that, the more you're going to come to terms with her. Okay, a new way, because whatever you're doing right now isn't working because it's too alpha, my way or the highway. That's a good idea. However, I would also like this to happen. Okay, the peaceful way. It's, yeah, for sure.
Okay, Stacey's question. Hey, gorgeous, general read, please. 414. What's the 414 mean? I don't know. I made her moderator, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Oh, you're moderator too. If people get out of here. So too, okay, let's see, General, what's going on for you. So you guys, everybody, Stasia is really cool. She's a teacher, and she's very unique, and she brings me some brilliant insights to things. All right. Ooh, very nice. So 8 of Wands, you're going to have swift movement with passion and purpose behind something. You're trying to seek some truth and support right now in something, and you're going to get it. Look at your double eights. This is remarkable. And then 8 of Cups. So things are going to be very balanced and full and lively for you. I feel like your service to other is really making your light shine right now. It's really making you a people magnet, and people are really responding to that. And also, because you're doing this mission, you're going to get more and more heightened spiritual awareness, because how your energy connects with these youngsters and these people you teach, you're changing their lives. I mean, you are changing their lives beyond a scope that you can even currently imagine. And it's going to carry them into adulthood and turn them into caring, loving adults, because you're teaching them all of this. You're teaching them how to communicate. I mean, in very special ways. You're going to get synchronistic. Look at these 4 8s and 8. So these 4 are Pentacles. And I feel like also money is going to balance out and get better for you too. But you're going to be surrounded by a support team. And I feel like it's just soul colleagues, soul sisters, other people. And I know that we have the best time over there on Instagram and stuff. And I feel like also I'm hearing that some people are going to come at you all flirty in some current events coming out. But you're going to have a really strong mental force that's going to keep you strong on your act, and it's going to help you feel balance and harmony while you're making progress. You'd feel like you don't have to push so much anymore. I feel like things are just going to arrive for you. These communication that you're teaching these others is going to get results. It's going to garner results, and it's going to be amazing. It really is. I mean, you're just going to have really sharp thinking, just forward. But I hear smoothness and patience. Like, you're just going to have patience for life now. You know what I mean? You're going to have happiness. Your creative spark is going to take off. Beautiful, beautiful, but all governed by this 8 of Wands, passion of just going for it and just not caring a fig what anybody else thinks or is doing. It's your journey now, and you're relishing in it and you're honoring it in the way you should, and it's going to garner you some amazing results, Stasia. Excellent. That's really excellent. Oh, I love that.
Okay, just to remind people, we are answering, Melanie is answering all questions that are super chatted. Typically, we do it by the dollar figure, so if people pay more get a priority, and then we go back when those are done, and we go back and do the other ones. Anything that's not answered on camera tonight, Mel will go back tomorrow, the day after, and answer them in the comments after the video. So if you get missed on camera after the video is finished, go into the regular comments, repost your question, and she will get back to it. She always does, every single time. Okay, we got a question from Diana Orlando. My dilemma is with a guy named Nick. We haven't talked since February 3rd. Still have him on my mind, but I just recently started talking to a guy named James. Don't know what to do. Think of Nick still. Okay,
so Nick, February. So yeah, it's the 22nd. So it's just over 20 days. But here's something that's very unique. I have a little clan that I deal with almost daily over on Instago, and a lot of them were going through crisis mode because of that. Like their mates and their friends and these boyfriends didn't live close by, so they would go through periods of 30 days or more for not speaking, and then boom, they would just ping pong back in and be good as you like, but that doesn't always work, those gaps of communication. So King of Swords, I'm feeling that you need clear communication. So what you want to do if you want an answer is you basically have to text or call him and say, just be honest, say, where do we stand? Because this James, I feel that this James person has potential. Where I thought back, I just asked what was going on with the first fellow, and we got the devil card. And what I feel that this fella has some issues he's dealing with, hence this break of time and this expansive time of not getting back to. I feel like he has some skeletons in his closet that he's trying to unravel. I feel that he's a bit of a hedonist. He likes women attention. He probably likes to have social attention and things like that. So I feel like he's not in the most balanced place. That's why that's happening. So if you really want to know and you feel a connection, you want the answers to, you just have to man up and say, hey, what's going on? Because there's been a gap of time, not aggressively or anything. You can be flirty and fun and just be like, haven't heard from you in a while. Are you okay? It's as simple as that, because you're probably wondering, is he okay? But I feel like that this James, I feel like he comes from more of a place of the Knights, which are integrity based and honest. And he's going to, I feel like he's always going to be on the up and up, and he's always going to be more of a support system than a guessing game like this first fellow right here. So yeah, again, we just have to say, are you all right? And what's going on? Because, we're all human and we need answers. We can't guess. The whole world isn't psychic. You know what I mean? And plus, if you don't do that, I feel like your mind will go into overdrive and you'll start to obsess a little bit. So just get the answers and then clear the decks, right? Yeah, you'll start to get a stronger feeling for what's going on over the next couple of days too, because your intuition's going to speak to you and say, release this, but allow this for sure.
We got some more super chats. It's absolutely fantastic, and I want to give a shout out to Emma. Thank you very much for putting into words what we're trying to mention about. We'll always get back to you.
Thanks,
sometimes afterwards, but all super chat questions will be answered, and Emma summarized it perfectly if you scroll up. Freya, another one of our fantastic connection with this man I've never met before.
Oh, that dude you've never met. So many people are experiencing this, though. It's weird. They're hearing a name or seeing an address, or they're getting visuals. Everybody's having super dreams. I'm having crazy dreams. I mean, I fell asleep this morning, and then when I woke up, it was like Ian was in a fan, when you open a fan, and he was just more and more Ian's, and he was trying to tell me something. And I knew it would be weird as hell on my mom's birthday anyway, but I was just like, wow. Yeah, people are going to have really deep dreams. And okay, he's trying to say that, yeah, he can't come through and speak with clarity right now because he's bogged down with cerebral overload. And that happens. What happens is this February is completely a month of expansion in nature. But when we do that, we come to realizations. Like a lot of people are saying they just burst out crying. They'll read something, a bit of poetry, or be talking to someone, and they'll just burst out crying because it's such a chronic pain to keep things down. So when you have the release, you just cry from the relief of it, right? And he's going through that. He's going through the release right now. And once they do that, then they can start to form a healthful, balanced way to approach you in the 3D. Because, right now he's looking out into a purpose-driven way to do that. But right now it's clearing the cobwebs, because as we know, the Nine of Swords is just overload. It's overload of information, and he needs to release it and clear that out so he can focus upon like a clearer awakening, which he's experiencing. And then he's going to be able to collect that that power that can connect you the right way. So he's just trying to say he's working through that release, because we do have to release karmically. We have to get rid of things. If our cup is full, we can't put anything else in it, right? So yeah, he's making room. Beautiful.
We've got a fantastic flurry of super chats. That's fantastic. And I just made Emma a moderator as well. So
hi, Emma. Thank you.
Stacey a hand.
Blessings, you guys. Yeah, I know. I was like, the necessary. You guys are the
Brenda
best.
De La Rosa asks, will I meet my first long-term relationship this year? If so, when? Okay, Brenda De La Rosa.
And then I think, I love these cards so much, but they're a little gigantico. It's hilarious. I got to show you guys after too. I found gold-dipped lava beads. I lost my mind. Wow. So 9 months.
She's 38, by the way. This is from another post.
Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, you're going to meet this guy, and he's going to be powerful. He's going to be powerful. And 9 months. 9 months now. Here's what I hear. That when I ask my guides, I hear within. So that means not going over 9 months, because how time works with them, and they decipher it to me, is basically depending on your frequency and your vibration. If you're allowing, it's so easy to allow. We just sit back and stop fighting. We stop fighting. We don't get so futuristic that we're not in the present. We don't compare and contrast with the past. We don't get wrapped up. Basically, once we simplify our life, the time it comes to us, those twins, those soul connections come to us. That's all we need to do is simplify the little things. You know what I mean? It's so edifying sometimes to just sit and stare at the ocean. I did that with my son yesterday. I calmed way down. You're going to have a heightened awareness of him upon his approach. And when that happens, is you get more joyful, you get more giddy. And again, you get rid of any garbage that doesn't serve you. You simply, if you have people, places, and things that don't serve you, and they give you any bad vibes, you just shave them off. They're just gone. And then you recuperate. And then it's just like little acts of courage that are these building blocks for you that are going to guide him towards you. And man, he's just going to blast your socks off by his, I hear like a tempest storm. It's that thing like where you see in movies where that person just comes in the room and you're like, Holy Mary, Mother of God, on that level, like, woo! Very, very nice. Yeah, keep your vibes up. Don't get distracted by little petty goings on, because that becomes a distraction, and you don't want a distraction. You want to keep your eye on the prize and focus on what's coming in. Yes, beautiful.
We've got some fantastic more super chatters. I just want to, Emma and I guess they see her asking, what do they do as moderators? Basically, feel free to put people on timeout if they get a little feisty. We trust you. Okay, question from Yesenia Abru. Will I pass my test for work? When and where will I find love?
Test for work and when, where I feel love. Yeah, basically, you guys, it's like sometimes you get some born agains that come on and they just start quoting things, and then like spiritual teachers and healers and light workers, we're not people that are out there doing voodoo. You know what I mean? It's all about helping. Okay, so first of all, I'm hearing summer is when love is going to come, and then will you pass your test? Oh, I love this. Protecting the fruits of your labors, prepare for possible challenges and environment. 9, but yeah, I feel with this, I feel that you're going to pass a test. And it's funny because I felt like you had a lot of stress and anxiety leading up to that. Like but the thing is, we can't impose doubts on some looming test or interview or something like that, because what happens is we throw that energy towards it. You just have to release it and go in and be relaxed. I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes when we just fall into something and breathe into it easily, we accomplish it so smoothly because we're not fighting it. Like I realize a lot of people out there have anxiety and they have nerves, but what good does that do really? What good does it do to overthink anything, get nervous? It just starts to provide self-doubt, right? So always say, I got this, I got this. Just wait for that call. You're doing good. You have a love force coming in the summertime. And it's funny, I feel like you love the summer. I feel like you love the sun and you love water, and it creates something in you. You blossom and bloom as, a divine feminine in that area. And that's what's going to draw in this love. So that's very beautiful. Yeah. And very like-minded person, very fun and lighthearted. Rate what the doctor ordered. Nice. Yeah.
Okay, another super chat, yellow, fantastic, from Deborah Joseph. Hello,
Hi,
Melanie. You look really great. What is in store for me in terms of love in 2019?
Okay, let me get these. I like these. I just got this wonderful deck called the Syrian Starseed, but I have to connect with them. I only touched them once, and I really wanted to use them. But the cards are bigger. You see how big these are compared to regular? Take this and it's like you would need monster hands. So I wanted to show you guys the artwork, but I can't even shuffle those bad bears, so I'll have to wait. Okay, so what's in store, Ian?
What's in store for me in terms of love in 2019? That's Deborah Joseph.
Okay, Deborah, let me see. Okay, so right now you're looking off. Look at this with the wands and wands. Yeah. Okay, so with this passion, this is right now saying, start to envision it. Start to envision how you'd like to meet this person, what you'd like them to behave like, personality traits, how they look physically, all that. Wrap up your package, get it all ready in your mind so you're envisioning it, and you can actually almost like make it from Play-Doh, custom make this person. You're calling them in. This is the calling card for love. When you go in there, you're calling out your passion. You're looking out, you're seeing your opportunities. There's always a globe in one of these. What opportunities, what's out there? And I feel this person coming in. I'm hearing, actually, I hear late summer as well. It's funny. I gotta like have a couple people slow their roll, like, and this channeling is getting crazy because they're like love crazy angels, and they really want it so much for people. But I feel too that I'm hearing don't go backwards, don't look back, because whoever's coming in, don't be like, oh, all men are just the same or this and that. Really have an open heart and open mind, and that's what's going to bring in that super open heart, and not being pushy or needy or wanting it and thinking, and just kick out any of those thoughts that come in that it's like, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true, because it's not. And what we know that we're deserving of love, and why would the universe or people or angels or anybody ever want us to be lonely, right? They're trying to make these connections for us. So we need to help them by going, okay, I'm going to allow for the time. You've got this. I put in my order. Now I'm going to sit back and allow, and then just wait in late summer. Again, yeah, I feel like you're gonna have a peaceful state of mind. Synchronistic events are starting to happen. Financially, things are easing up and going better for you. You're earning like a rite of passage right now, and I feel like you're gonna feel like you're recuperated at the end of spring from all this, because I feel too like maybe you had some kind of pain. I don't know, internal pain, back pain, some kind of thing too that. Sometimes when we feel pain, we feel bad for ourselves, right? We're distracted by it, but you're gonna have a release from all of that. Yeah, very nice. Beautiful.
Here we have another yellow super chatter, BG. Will Matt contact me?
It's funny. I've got to say, Matt is probably the most, in my private reads and stuff, people liking or wondering about these people. Matt is just super popular. It's not like Obadiah or something like that. It's like Matt. Okay. February. Oh, balanced. Yeah, very strong. Yeah, he's in right now. This is a state that he's in right now. He's trying to figure out something. I feel like there's I hear family and agencies. So there's something going on with some kind of agency. He's working tax or something, some legality that he's working through, and then you will hear from him probably quite soon. It could be as possible as 4 days. That could be 4 weeks, but I feel it quite soon. You know what I mean? It's coming. It's filtering through, but there's something going on with some agency, not like FBI or something heavy, but just something he has to take care of on the financial or obligatory front. Like you can't just let it go. You can't just say, I'm not doing that. So he has to take care of that. And then you'll hear from him, and he'll explain what's going on as well. Cause stuff happens. I know it's like Ian tries to run me through some things that he has to take care of. And I didn't even know that they were real things in life. Like, like he's like, oh, we have this sewage bill. I'm like, that's a thing. He's like, yeah, when you own your own property, you have to pay for all this stuff. I'm like, that blows.
Yes, we have bills now. Yes, bills. A fantastic yellow donation from Mishi Garner.
Hey, how are you?
Romantic love advice is the question.
All right, let me breathe. How are you? It's so nice to hear from you again. Okay, this is funny because I just read this thing about big turn-ons, and I thought it's something. I thought this was old school and ridiculous, but apparently it's not. And all these surveys have been going about women and dealing with their hair, touching their hair, twirling their hair, moving their hair. Like men are become more and more obsessed with that, whether it's short hair or long hair. It's something about that they're very attached to that. It's a male. Like, it's just a male thing. Like, they love that. And it gives them pleasurable memories. Okay. So 3 of discs and 2 of swords. Yes. Okay. So 2. Can you repeat the whole thing?
Yeah, it was a really long one. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Romantic love advice.
Oh, romantic love advice. Okay, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm serious. My guides and challenge. My mother is like the #1 at the helm, and she. I swear to God, she starts talking like Bette Midler and telling me stories in the middle of things, and I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to concentrate. And she's like, remember that time? And I'm like, no. But this is what I'm hearing. The 2 of swords is a reminder that in that we can overthink things and we can challenge ourselves with challenges and problems that don't exist, because what happens is our ego throws doubt on the person we are, the things that we can accomplish, the things that we can do. But when we pull in the three of discs, and when we pull in pentacles, which is about creating abundance, what we have to do is step into that with no doubts about ourselves. Almost the biggest turnoff for men is women with low self-esteem, or they talk about perceived flaws. Right away, they're like, man, I don't want to be this woman or man's doctor. It goes both ways. I don't want to be this person's fixer-up or their doctor or their be-all, or have to provide their happiness. So we don't discuss anything that we think's wrong with us. We don't lean too heavy on them, because we don't want to, nor do they, be the whole source of happiness for them. So men love independent women and vice versa that already are rocking their own things. So if you're just available to receive that loving energy when they have it in the invitations, and you say yes without being, where were you? What are you doing? This, that. You just be energy. It starts to just be that pure energy of love. And you start to get in alignment with that energy that's coming towards you. Always, I mean, with my brothers, my older brothers, the biggest thing that they would look forward to is if they hadn't seen or heard from their girlfriend for a couple of days, and she didn't ask him questions. She was just like, yay, I'm glad to see you. Just being happy to be there for them makes a man's heart sing. It really does. All my brothers would be like, man, there was no bitching. There was no moaning and groaning. There was just, she was like that thing of making them a sandwich, right? Just going in another room and making something for them, because the joy that you're with them, appreciating. #1 thing too is just smiling at them. They think of how hard a man's day is and what they go through, to just have a nice, bright, beaming face smiling at them. Seriously, you smile at someone, they'll do anything for you. I'm telling you. Yeah, just that warmth, because the world can be lacking in that. And a man needs that, because they feel like they have to be responsible, macho, and all those things. And sometimes they want a restful state to be in, right? And a beautiful, peaceful person around them. And that's what femininity can be for them, a calming spot. So be that calm for them, and they will appreciate it. I tell you what, they just want to talk about their day like everybody else and connect. Yeah.
Okay, just to remind people, Mel will answer every single super chat question. We prioritize on-camera stuff to the higher tiers, but she will answer them all. If we don't get to them on camera, if you put in the comments after the video, repeat your question, she will answer it, typically within 1 to 2 days. She always does it. And even occasionally she'll answer non-super chat ones. If it's an authentic question from an authentic person, she has been known on many occasions to do that. Just don't be too needy.
Yeah, don't ask 17 things, because on occasion somebody will start with, oh, by the way, if I was wondering what he was thinking, and then everybody in his family is thinking, and the neighborhood and the whole world. Yeah, if you have a pressing issue, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help you find answers. I've experienced so much in my lifetime. I really have. I've lived all over. I've seen things, and and now I just feel electrified that I'm able to use this. I feel like that's why I experienced such highs and lows, so I could participate in this type of thing. So whether or not, whatever you're doing, just post it. If I get the chance to get to anybody, even if you're not a donator, I'll try my best, because that's one of my favorite things, to go through your comments and see how you're growing and what you're discovering and how your life is going, for sure. Okay, Ian, what's going on?
Okay, we have another super chatter. Brittany Tirado. I tend to move out of state to continue school, but so scared and wondering if I'm making the right decision with this path.
Okay. I'm going to move out of state. Oh, yeah, look at that. That Emperor's coming up. Oh, yeah, and you're going to meet some people, and you're in a soul tribe. Yes, absolutely. And I keep hearing, have the courage of your conviction, do it, do it, do it. We place doubts and fears, and when we throw that out there, lots of times we have to walk through that mist, right? That mist and that fog that we created for ourselves, because guess what? One fearful thought can snowball into the next, and then doubt and all that stuff. Instead, throw light, throw adventure, throw a fresh page, throw a restart out there. You're going to meet new phenomenal people. You're going to experience things you never thought you could, because you're growing. It's time for you to expand and to go out into the world. Acknowledge the fact that you're a responsible, giving person that can have focus, and you can have command of a situation. It's time for you to meet new people. You're going to meet a lot of people in your new soul tribe, and they're going to be musicians, and they're going to be really cool people. And this is going to make you have so much more confidence in yourself after you accomplish this and you get settled in this new place. You're going to be like, wow, this is so much easier than I thought. Why did I complicate it? Yes, do this, do this. So you're going to have miraculous discoveries and expand. That's what we need in life. We can't constrict, have fear, and pull away. We need to expand, have joy, and move into. And that's what you're going to do. And you're going to just be like, wow, you're going to go through it with ease. And you're going to feel a heightened sense of life because of that. Because you're like, wow, I didn't know these things were possible. Give yourself permission to live and find, do it. You're not making a mistake. You're going to go out there and you're going to be like, wow.
We have a bunch of super chatters. I got to go to some yellows in a minute, but I want to go back to Vincey something. He's had a bunch of multiple donations.
Oh, Vince, how are you?
When will I meet my soulmate? He's sure it's this year, though.
Okay. Yeah, I've been watching your comments, and you're tuned into that, right? Yeah, you got to edify those walls and that progress towards them. You know what I mean? Just, yeah, a lot of swift change coming in for sure. Ooh, he's going to be, your soulmate's coming in. Again, I'm loving all these nights. This is going to be a person of strength, of courage, of integrity, of authenticity. It's like something, every time that they speak, it's like people listen, because he's not a droner and he's not a showy person. He's a truth seeker, and he's already got his course towards you. So under 10 months, I feel like it is this year, and it's under 10 months. And you're bringing the time frame closer, because you're envisioning it, you're putting power into it, you're putting energy, and you're actually, because I feel like when we call out to these people and we start to envision, it's like a sonar, it's like a beacon, and it's like, and it starts to connect with that energy, and then your guides and angels start to connect with theirs, and they make the synchronistic events going on. And through your comments, I've noticed you're already experiencing that. The numbers, the synchronicities are coming. That's why you feel like it's within the year, because it is. They're already moving and pushing that energy, and that magic is aligning for you. And again, he's a stunner in a lot of ways. I mean, yeah, very, very powerful. Very, he's a wordsmith. He's super courageous. He stands up for underdogs. Super smart. Really good with numbers. But again, I feel like he speaks a couple languages as well, which is really nice. And that's part of his charm, is he's worldly and he's been to places and he has an understanding of cultures, right? So he's very diversified. So beautiful energy. Yeah, keep it up and you're bringing that time bar closer and closer to you by your envisionment. And yeah, those synchronicities are going to be all over the place. So comment on them, and we'll work and we'll try to discover what they are, because it's really great stuff when it happens and builds momentum. It's exciting.
Alana Lewis says you look beautiful tonight and sends love from the Caribbean.
Hello. Oh, you lucky.
And a super chat question from Kay Collins. What will happen between Jim and I? How is he feeling about our connection?
Okay. Ooh, he feels good. He feels like it's like he was kissed by magic. You know what I mean? This is the wish card. And yeah, you're his like dynamic everything. Like if he had a checklist, I wish she had this, 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 and these qualities, and you have them. So he feels, you know, that he was totally kissed. And look at another knight card. These knights are just coming in. So he's going to do the work now. I feel like you can just sit back and receive, because the knight is all about the courtship. He's all about the chase. He's all about providing you with that that 5-alarm charm, and you can just receive and say thank you, because he wants to win you over, and the connection is very, very strong. It's very magnetic, and I feel like it's divinely guided as well, that you two are going to help each other discover things that were latent, like skills and gifts that you didn't know that you had, but because you start to discuss them and you have pride and love in each other, this is eventually, and this is coming down the road, that you're just going to become more attuned to these beautiful latent qualities that you never discovered. Sometimes it takes that person to put in that touch of magic for us and let it come out, for sure. Like, yeah, you say to somebody, oh, I like your voice, and then they start to sing more and more and more, and then they go for it, right? It's only that one person that it's the Hierophant moment where they just turn that key for you. Very cool. Yeah, Jim. Very cool.
Okay, we have a super chat question from Lou Z. Hi, what is going on between me and that guy? I am so confused with the story. I just want to know what happened between us. Thank you.
Okay. You know what's happening for a lot of people right now too? I'll get it on Instantgo, where they'll think they meshed beautifully and they thought everything was copacetic, and then there's just some burn and crash, and the person just vaporizes and they don't know what's going on. And there's right now there's a sensitive, super high level of sensitivity, because people are opening up their heart chakras and their fifth eye up there, which is just really receiving messages. And what happens is that sensitivity, they become so sensitive, they have to get away from it. Oh, the moon. So there's hidden things in there. There's hidden aspects. He has a lot going on in his world that he can't come to terms with in the right way. So he has to deal with that first. Yeah, look, yeah, he owes money. I'm hearing he owes money. There's a financial situation. He's working hard towards that, but it's taking precedence in his mind, and it's just hidden and it's murky, and it's because it's something he has to accomplish and clear the air and clear the energy so he can focus. But it's him. It's what's the word? It's clutter from the past that is stifling him, and it's crippling his communication skills. That's why he's not talking to him. It's solely on him. It has nothing to do with you. He has also a lack of confidence in himself right now as well. So he's kind of pulling back, but there's some mysterious factors to this as well. Maybe a family illness that he didn't want to share too. That's definitely a possibility. So he has sorrow. Yeah, there's sorrow in his life, and he has to work through it, and he doesn't want to bring that out right now. So maybe when he works through that, he'll come back and reconnect with you. Yeah, I hear sorrow. Like I almost started crying. Yeah. You know, and men don't like to appear to be vulnerable in that sense in a new love match. So they have to put that on the back burner for a time and work through it. So yeah, there's a chance that he'll reconnect when he gets to grips with it.
Okay, a question from Megan Smith, another of our yellow super chatters. My boss is pushing me out. I am doing my part to assist the universe, applying for other positions, fixed my budget. Will I get the job destined for me soon?
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of changes going in companies. Oh, yeah. And it's going to be way, way more than you thought. This is my absolute favorite card in the decks. This is Caesar returning to Gaul. This is people celebrating you, celebrating your intelligence, celebrating your just who you are as a person, your skill sets. This is something that went unrecognized from you in the past that is coming to the fore, and people are like, how the hell did we not know that about her? How didn't we know that she had these viable skill sets and accomplishments? And you're going to do something that makes you stand way, way out ahead of the crowd, and you're going to be celebrated. You're going to be not only celebrated in a small sense, but like in a community sense or a whole company sense or something like that. And this is being welcomed with open arms. So this is a success times 10 card. So absolutely, you couldn't get a better card than this. I love this card so much because it speaks of welcomeness, power, progression, harmony, self-confidence, balance, and knowing that you have what it takes in any way, shape, or form to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And lots of times it's just trying. I mean, I can't tell you how many people say, oh, they made things so complicated, they don't even step in that door to try because they overcomplicate it and put doubts and throw all that in that. But you don't, you're simplifying and you're going, well, I can do A, B, and C. Of course I can do that. And people are like, she can not only do A, B, and C, go straight to Z and collect your $200. So yeah, you're going to thrive there, and you're going to do really, really well. And you're going to feel like it's a second home, which is nice. Like you're never going to count the hours there. It's going to be custom made for you, which is beautiful. I feel like it's a karmic reward too. Like you've done good, and it's your time to receive the bounty of that for sure. Great energy. Wow.
Okay, we have another yellow super chatter question from Angelique Marie. Advice for my twin flame connection, please.
Twin flamers. It's funny. I had a question the other day about, like healing wounds and stuff. And I was like, yeah, there's so much intricacy in that bond. But when we realize that it's our true selves and our other half of us mirroring that we can always, when we accept ourselves, we can get that twin flame action going. Yeah, again, see, they're now looking out. That connection has already been started. When I see this and that, and the Two of Wands, that's the passion has begun, and you're looking, and now you're seeking the truth of it, and they are seeking the truth of it and looking for you basically in a energetic sense. And so it has to coalesce and come together to bond. And I feel like, yeah, look how it's going to come together beautifully balanced and the way it should. And again, how we can do this as we step back and allow. We don't add impatience. We don't add a calendar to it, because it's not our job. We've already said, listen, we would love our love match. We feel whole, happy, and grateful for who we are. But this would be a beautiful combination of energy, and that's what the universe wants most for us, because when we're with our twin and our flame, our potentiality goes up in everything, to help the planet, to help each other, to help our community to be smarter, brighter, more loving, seeing the truth. Because when we feel like we have a graceful place to go back to, when we leave the tough world and the traffic and all the craziness, we have love in abundance, and we can create and be our true selves and recollect our energy and reestablish our strength and go out. So just allow right now. It's coming in. That's what I'm hearing. Just allow. The energy is already starting to circulate, and it's such a happy, peaceful way that it comes into. And I really love that. You don't have the struggle of the crazy chase and the crazy runner. It's like you know who they are and they know who you are. And because it wasn't a crazy fractured energy, that it just gracefully comes about, and quite soon. Yeah, quite soon. Nice.
Okay, just to remind people again, we're trying to get to every question we can. We do prioritize the higher tier items, but Mel will answer every question. If you don't get some live, they'll be, if you post the question after the video on the regular comments, she will answer it in text within a day or two. Normally she starts doing them tonight, sometimes in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a super chat question from Karen Berman. Getting lots of crazy synchronicities with a single Virgo actor. What is going on?
Yeah, I know. There's so much. I mean, it gets ridiculous when it comes, and it's not just numbers, it's addresses, it's colors, it's hearing and seeing their name over and over. This car is trying to pop out right here. Yeah, the Hangman too. So part of that is like, yeah, look at this. They're doing the work. All right, what I'm hearing is there's forces and energies that are trying to bring this together. But what happens is sometimes they're at a point in space too where they need to align with the energy as well. Like you're seeing the synchronicities and you're like, wow, this is really odd. The thing is, they have to do the work to align with their intuition that's speaking to them as well. Because a lot of people go in denial. They think they're absolutely crazy. They start to see synchronicities and they're like, oh, I'm just tripping. I'm just freaking out. Like today, that thing with my mother, the woman who bought this ring had my mother's name, our street address, and her maiden last name. I was like, what in the actual hell? I'm tuned into that. So I knew right away. I was like, yay, my mom's talking to me. But this, he's going to start to get subtle messages, and then more and more. And then it's weird. You get visuals of the person that is that energy is trying to pull you towards. And then you get ideas of them, and you hear their voice, and you hear all those little things. So he's doing the work to hear that. It's one of those things where it's it's supposed to come together, and you're just more attuned to the signs. That's all right now. So you're a very high functioning intuitive when it comes to that, which is good, because a lot of people go, oh no, that's not real, that's not real, but you're plugged into that and you understand that, and that's why you're more, and again, there's a high sensitivity factor to this month, because people are releasing and they're recognizing triggers, they're knowing what to keep in the treasure, and then everything else is just focus, because now it's like, it's almost like you just came out of the water and you're so refreshed, and then you're like, okay, where now I'm inspired to do something and be with somebody, who, what, when, where, and how. And now it's taking place. Very cool.
Some questions about Cherry. Do we know where she is today?
No, I haven't seen her all day on Instagram either. She's probably having a decompression day. My mind is kind of telling me that. What happens is, after she's been putting out a lot of videos, she's been very social. Sometimes she just needs to step back. You know, she has a family, she has a couple children and stuff like that, and she needs to decompress. I tend to do that too, especially after some lives and things like that. You need to ground out. You definitely need to ground out, because you know, as you know, people, any of you guys that are intuitive stuff, you start to, you go out into the cosmos, and you need to reconnect. You need to have quiet time. And also she's been commissioned some portraits, or a portrait I know she's working on. So it's probably having a nice quiet art night. I just picture her at her easel, just painting away peacefully, which we have to do.
Okay, we have another yellow super chatter. This is from Petrichor. I believe with all of me that I'm with my twin flame. I've asked for signs and received them, but it's slow moving, and I just really need confirmation. He's so different and an amazing man. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's the one guiding force that sets everybody off their alignment is there. So this is what you're having right now, the Four of Cups moment, and that's about impatience. But guess what? Ba-dong! It's going to speed up like wildfire. And this is good. This is the passion. This is the love. This is that beautiful kingly energy where they're going to step into it. Now they go in motion. So that's why you felt like it was chug, chug, chug. He was doing a little bit of foot dragging. As you could tell, you're like, oh, where's that other cup? And it's right behind you. The thing is the release of it. When we release expectations, like, you ever really plan you're going to a party and you think it's, oh my gosh, it's going to be like the Taj Mahal plus the Met Gala all in one go, right? Like, it has to be big, big, big. I need signs. I need roses. I need everything. I need rainbows. And when we put this massive expectation, both of my ears are ringing like crazy right now. When we put this mass expectation on it, of course, it's going to meet with a failure, because we've made it too much instead of just allowing it and seeing the beauty in the tiny things and the moments together, and just appreciating that person without some grand gesture or some grand, fireworks everywhere. But now he steps up, and it's going to be soon. And it is going to be like, oh my God, well, this is what I've been waiting for. And in like under 2 months, I'm hearing that. Yeah, you have been patient. It has been slow moving. And you have had those moments like, what in the F and F balls is going on? But it's like, ba-doing, and he steps into it. But sometimes men are a little slow. They drag their feet because they don't know. They can't read our we're more a lot of men are much more emotionally intelligent too, but women are like, they notice nuance. They notice lack when it's not there. And, sometimes we just have to have that proverbial sandwich made for them. So when they're ready, you're like, here you go. Yeah, he's going to step into it. It's speeding up. You poor thing. I know. It's like, oh, time.
Did you want to mention something about Patreon?
Oh, yeah. If you guys would like to come, because some people don't know, like, they like to connect and chat and do stuff. And on my Patreon page, if you'd like to come check it out, it's really cool. It helps support the channel. And we have like chat night on there. And then I do, depending on what tier, you get private reads, and you get mini reads and audio reads, and you get to see artwork and
some extra videos on there.
Yeah, extra videos, and you get to see them first. And I do some fun tutorials. Like this weekend, I have to do my jewelry tutorial to teach people how to make jewelry, and I got all these new beads from. So it's fun. And I mean, a lot of times people just donate $1 a month, and they come on, and we can do all this cool stuff. Like today, I was at the jewelry store, and I found these gold covered lava beads. I lost my mind. Look at that. They're gold covered. And I'm like, oh, so I'm going to make earrings and show people how to do jewelry. Just fun stuff that, YouTube gets a little, I do what I do on there, but on Patreon we can diversify. So come check it out. It's a really great thing. A lot of people don't really know what it is. They just hear it and but it's a way to support the channel and participate even more in videos. And you can ask me anything, and I go on and we work through problems, and we email and we do stuff. It's a little community of, soul sisters and soul brothers that want some answers. Because we all want, there's crap out there in the world that we're trying to figure out, and we can change it, but we have to start with ourselves. We have to accept ourselves and go, hey, let's simplify and then amplify the good, and then rectify the problems, and then, just step into this beautiful world with positivity. Yeah, because I'm out there to make people feel better, and I'm going to be your cheerleader. If you want to be a writer, banker, baker, whatever you want, sometimes we need a person to listen, right? And I've experienced a lot of heartache, a lot of death, a lot of loss. But mostly I'm like, I'm not going to let that drag me down. Who cares? Let's keep going, because life's to be experienced and to figure stuff out. And I've got to be bright light and a beacon for my kids. I feel like there's a lot of you light workers out there, and you are like proverbial lighthouses. And you're saying, listen, if you need answers and help and whatever, I'm here. Come to me. That's why I'm here. This is my vocation. This is my calling. This is not just like a job for me. I love this, and I wouldn't do anything else. You know what I mean? Even if I lived in a little yurt with a candle and that's all I had, I would find a computer so I could chat to you people and we could figure stuff out. So yeah, go check out Patreon, and it's such a great group over there. It really is.
The link is below the video.
Yeah, and below the video is a link for everything. Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, we have another yellow super chat question from Squiggly Muffin. That's a great name.
That is a great name.
Is there love coming in for me soon? I've been seeing all these synchronicities for a while now, and I'm not seeing anyone. Also, you have lovely energy.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I'm having the best day. My mom's birthday. It's like I woke up and I'm like, you have two choices here. You can be all remorseful, and right away Ian said, come have lunch with me. We had the best day. Look at this pentacles. Yeah. What is going on? I've seen the star over and over. This is incredible. Let me take one from this too. Oh yeah, Page of Cups. Yeah, Page of Cups. I love this with the star. I'm feeling right now too that energies and things are in motion, and I feel like you're going to get more and more inspired thinking of this, and it's going to raise your frequency because you're doing some clearancing right now too. You're releasing people, places, and things, and old notions that don't work. Because here's what happens. Sometimes we get up in our life and we just go, we just go, but then we start working in patterns. And guess what happens when we do the same patterns? We get the same results, but you're going to change that. You're going to recognize something. You're like, whoa. When I speak or feel this way to myself, this is what happens. If I start negative self-talk, like, oh, this isn't possible. This isn't for me. When. Impatience creates a longer spread of time. So when you just accept it's coming and say, okay, great, thanks, angels and guides, I'll wait back for this because this is coming now. Your wish is at work. And it really is like a vibration you send out in a sonar like you were a dolphin, and it goes through the ocean and it reaches who it's supposed to reach. However, it reaches the person on your frequency and where you are. So really have that lovely giving curiosity. Page is about curiosity. They want to know things. They're inspired by life and people. And I feel like you like art and you like things like that and animals, and they inspire you. So when you're doing your thing that inspires you, that's when they're going to come in. And I feel like it's quite soon. I'm hearing 6 is 6 months. I hear quite soon. Yeah. And because you're adding clarity and you're adding what you really want as opposed to what you don't want. Because when that cloud that pushes against the energy, when you say, I want this, but I don't want that, guess what? It just seesaws. Nobody knows what's going on. Just say, I want, whatever you want, clarify what you want and leave it at that. And then just allow, and they'll be coming in. With bells on. Yeah. And that beautiful, lovely curiosity about them and them, they want to know all about you. And it's very touching. Very good. Oh, I like that energy a lot. I love Pages in that because it's an open heart and open mind for sure.
Okay, we're going to skip to Mishi Gardner gave us another, this is an orange donation, $20 donation. It's fantastic. Her question, help with my psychic headaches. I'm grounding and cord cutting, but it's not helping.
I know. I was just discussing this with somebody on Instagram. You guys come over on Instagram too. I've had, no lie, I never have headaches. However, over the last 5 days, I've actually been upping magnesium and things like that. If you can try some more magnesium too. But this is what I did, Mishi. I need you to stay out of less bright areas. Whenever you can be in a more darkened atmosphere, if you can get a candle or something where you can have focus on, you can actually breathe through them and release them, because what headaches are most of the time is tension and migraines and things like that, especially psychic. I'll get so many messages and so channeling that it overloads and I almost get dizzy, and then it's followed by like a psychic, it's like a psychic hangover, right? So what I do is I can breathe through them in a less lightened room, big into your nose, out your mouth, and then do that. It's telling your body it's relaxing. And what's happening too is you get the blood flow gets restricted, and that's what causes that. So magnesium as well. What's real, dark chocolate, bananas, all those things, because that just helps. But you're breathing and slow down. We know to remove ourselves from aggressive things, but also don't overstimulate yourself. Don't read about anything bad or tragic, because the brain goes haywire with that. So if you can laugh, laughing helps me too. That made it go away. I watched Saturday Night Live and some funny things. Those endorphins that's released, that counteracts that. Okay, so breathing and all those things, so you can have a release of that. And you need endorphins to take over the cortisol, because cortisol is a bitch and it messes up everything, and it stifles stuff, it jams stuff up. So the breathing, the beautiful classical music will also help. That sets so much stuff in alignment and adds such a release. So classical music, the slowest, old Celtic music, stuff like that, for sure. I did like just cleanse those out, because I was getting them really bad too.
Okay, we have another question from a yellow super chatter from Safira Chase. Is my soul family friends coming my way? You have helped me greatly, and thank you.
Oh, thank you too. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. You guys are such a great group. I can't tell you. And I feel like the majority of you come back. Like I think I do this like bi-weekly now, and it's so nice to be able to connect with you. And I feel like the more that I read your comments and you come on, the stronger I connect with your energy, and I can really feel it. And it's so thriving right now. I mean, you guys are really into just all kinds of growth everywhere. Oh my God, now the star on this thing. Wow. So very soon, and strength. Wow. So what I'm hearing very clearly is, your wish is basically the universe's command, but what it wants you to do to project this energy, because I feel like, I feel like this is 5 weeks. This isn't even months. I hear weeks very clearly. This is when they're going to start to approach you. And it's going to be funny little things, like one by one, somebody's going to say something funny and it's going to make you laugh. And you'll be like, oh, I love so-and-so, whatever it is, a show, a comic, whatever. And then you're going to start discussions like that. And they're going to know somebody, and they're going to pull that person into it. And then they're going to know somebody. And then there's just going to be this beautiful community of fellow soul tribesmen for you that are lighter, brighter people, because you realize there's 2 types of people. And we know this, right? We go into a group, we have a conversation with somebody, we leave feeling more tired and dragged down and irritable, right? Or we leave and we feel energized and happy, like that person is a personal battery pack for us. That's a person that emits a healthy vibration, a giving, caring, loving vibration. And you're going to be very sensitive to that. And if somebody doesn't emit that, you're going to move away from them, because you don't want your cup full of a bunch of dodo birds that are dragging you down in the mud, right? You don't want to be pecking with the chickens. You want to be up with the eagles, soaring around, having a good time. And you're going to be sensitive to that energy. You're going to be drawn towards it, and them you, because like attracts like at that point, right? And so they're really coming in, and you're going to have an amazing time. And it's just going to happen naturally through conversations. Yeah, through fun conversations. Somebody laughing, and I feel like the beginning of it is laughter. Somebody looking at something on their phone, and you'd be like, and then them being like, oh, I'm just laughing at Adventure Time or whatever. And then you start a discussion like that, which is really cool. Nice. Yeah, it can be lonesome. I mean, I have a couple of best friends that I love to death, but because I'm to do what I do, I need to spend a lot of time alone. But once in a while, I'm like, I got to go see people I used to work with. I'll just go visit them. You know what I mean? I'll go back to Cafe Ooh La La and hang out with them and chat with them, because I'll miss them. I miss people, and I remember them. I remember birthdays. I remember their favorite stones. And yeah, you're going to have a lovely momentum towards that, because you're looking for it, and your guides and your angels know that. So they're guiding them towards you. Keep your frequency up and think positive. Just start to anticipate what you'd like them to look like, sound like. And yeah, your nights you'll have together, hanging out, watching TV and talking and doing cool stuff. It's nice.
Okay, time's getting on, by the way, Mel. So we've got we'll do 3 more questions. I mean, we could add a couple more of some more yellows and above, but definitely no more after that. And then just to remind people who didn't get their questions read on camera, Mel will be posting them after the video in the regular comment section, describing it, rewriting your question. She will get back to it in text within a day or two.
And you guys know, everybody who's participated before, I'll go through and then I'll give you all your answers. But you do need to write below this, because this will come up and it'll be like a regular video, and then you can just repost your questions, say, hey, Mel, I was in super chat and here's my question, and I'll get to it.
Okay, we had a bunch of blues. There was a whole stream of them from Cassidy Rondell, so we'll answer one of these questions and Mel will get to the rest of them in text, but here's one of them. Guidance on pursuing my dreams of dance and singing.
You know what? I feel like the universe blesses and loves that boldness has such beauty and magic in it, and creators and people that are naturally gifted. And I read this thing this morning that everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. And all it takes is practice to get better and better. And naturally, we all have rhythm and we can get better and better. Oh, look at that. So yeah, that I'm hearing for sure. Pursue. Look at all these wands. And these are about your passion, which is that. And look at that. And if you pursue it, it's going to come out to a fruitful, well-balanced, healthy life. Because guess what? If we don't follow our true callings and what our soul's purpose is and what we're made to do and created and gives us joy and love, I'm sad to say, but I learned this morning, and I believe it, that it's something like 80% of the population just settles. They'll be in a 9-to-5 job and they'll say, well, I have to do this because I get benefits, or I have to do this, but they just get paychecks. So it's the dreamers that succeed, the actors, the dancers that go out there. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? And if it's your soul purpose and it brings you this joy and this passion, of course, pursue it, because look, this is the result: contentment and happiness and being fulfilled. Right? You ever see half of the movies are based on it? What if Rocky was like, I want to be a boxer, and he's like, screw it, I don't want to go shopping for gloves today, right? That whole thing. It's like that's where we have to put a little bit of focus. We have to put ebullience, passion, direction behind it. And then when we get those little baby steps that go, wow, because most of it is confidence in our ability to do something, right? I don't know how I ever got confidence in my ability to do this. My friend said, oh, can you just go on camera and start? Because Elaine was like, you can't just go on camera and start talking about art, right? I said, boom. I never have to have a cut. I never have to stop. It just comes through. I never knew I even had this ability. But the more momentum that I gain being able to do it, and success after success, you're going to be the same way and go, oh, wow, I had this in me all along. Why would I ever have doubted it? And because, you get these little check things, did that. You just start to stockpile these great opportunities that you stepped into because you had faith in your gift and ability, which you should, because it's substantial. So yes, beautiful. Oh, I love that.
Okay, here's another one of our yellow super chatters. Megan Smith. Should I join this new cosmetic sales company as a side gig? Would I be successful or be a waste of my time?
Let's see. I thought you were going to, when you said new cosmetics, something else went in my mind. This new, I don't know, it'll come back to me after, but it was like, I was like, what? It's funny. My mother's trying to get up in my grill. Okay, so new cosmetics. It's really interesting. Their cosmetics industry is insane right now. Yeah, if you put the work in, I'm already hearing this. Yeah, but look at this moon, and these keep coming up because of whenever there's a freaking full moon, the moon comes in. Yeah, I feel like I hear gradual magic. I feel like you won't think that you're going to get the payback that you are until all of a sudden you step in, and it's like a fun kind of family. Because guess what? When you can beautify somebody and help them, they can't help you enough. Think of those people that go into hospitals and say, somebody feels alone or lonely, and they put on some lipstick and they beautify them, they make them feel better. You're transforming them. So basically, you're going to be transforming people with these beautiful little magic sticks, lipstick, all these things, and it makes them think. And they are just that. I guess that's the number one thing too, that they say women, when they feel bad, they'll go out and they'll buy a lipstick. There's billions and billions and billions of dollars spent in this industry, and there's reasons for it, because it makes us feel better. It beautifies things, and I feel like that it's an opportunity that you should do, that it will not be a waste of your time, and you'll feel fulfilled and happy for it, because you're going to learn certain skills. And there's so much out there on the internet too, that you've seen people that especially if they're transgender, they can make themselves look more gorgeous than the most gorgeous woman if they know how to do makeup right. The contouring, all the stuff, they can transform. And makeup, I'm hearing right now, has a beauty and a magic in it, and that it's amazing. Look at this. I was like, it was saying pick up another one, Ace of Cups. So it's a new start, and it's going to feel really fulfilling, and it's going to, emotionally make you feel great. It's going to connect you to other people. People are going to come to you for answers basically with this, because you're going to learn more and more about cosmetology and what ingredients. And people right now, they want more purified ingredients as well. And you're going to educate yourself on this, and you're going to be quite the wizard at it. So you're going to have, again, latent skill sets that go, boom, new beginning. So definitely do it. It is not a waste of time. And you're going to find excitement and meet cool people in it too. Yeah. A lot of famous people are lazy about doing their own makeup, and it's like they need it, right? The theater, everything, the things that, knowledge is power in anything, right? And when you can help beautify something and glamorize things, of course, you know what I mean? It's amazing. Let me tell you from my point of view of making jewelry, if I see someone's face transform that puts on a piece of mine, like I want to cry. When I do like the fun fairs with Jeannie and stuff, and somebody's like, wow, like they get so excited, their face brightens up. Makeup has that effect on people as well. It's something that, beautifies and glamorizes the world. So definitely do it. Yeah. I want some makeups. I'm a makeup hound. I love me some makeups. Okay, what else, Ian? I'm excited for.
My brother is on this stream.
Your brother Neil?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was like, Alistair. He has a brother Alistair that like goes in Russia with wolves. I'm like, is he out there on his computer? Neil?
He's incognito.
As what?
A car lock.
Oh my God, Neil, hello.
He made me have to research it and look him up.
That's amazing.
He's got a very small digital footprint.
Oh my God, I love it. Ian is the oldest of three brothers. He's the eldest, and then Neil, and then Alistair. And I feel like Neil is super congenial and friendly and lovely and funny, but they like have this crazy funny competitiveness. And his whole family is so charming. They're 5-alarm charm. And Alistair's the baby, and he's just a brilliant little moppet. He's just filled. I've never heard him say anything, speak ill. And Ian's father too, never say a bad word about anybody, even if they were maniacs. He's like, well, they were probably not feeling well. I'm like, that guy's a serial killer. You know what I mean? Like the whole family is so beautiful. Oh. Does he have a question? I'm going to pull a card for him.
We got one. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to pull a card for you, Neil. Oh, wait, I already had that one. Let me give it a shake. Ooh, Ace of Wands. So you got a new passion coming, Ace, a new beginning happening, success, and also just, I feel like your family life is really thriving right now. I feel like the kids are doing really, really well. I feel like the acting is going to do really well for your daughter. And I feel like, everybody is just going to be in a happy, balanced place. Everything coalesces. Sometimes we feel like, this is the age where they're at, where we're really concerned about their successes. But I feel like you guys created such a grounded, lovely environment for them that they feel safe to step into the world and be adventurous and successful all at the same time. And they should, Sophie, both. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. I can't believe you're on here. That's crazy.
I think Stacey's just leaving, so thank you, Stacia.
Thank you, Stacia. You're the best. I'm going to look for that package in the mail, and I'm going to be sending you some stuff. Maybe this 20-pound necklace.
Okay, last question. Deborah Joseph. Thanks, Melanie. I keep seeing a last name everywhere and dreaming of historical political figures who share this last name. Is this just a mere coincidence, or might there be a message here?
Ooh. Is it Romanoff? I'm just curious. Wow. Yeah, I get caught. Like I'll just go down the rabbit hole with history sometimes. Like we're watching this program right now in ancient Rome, and every once in a while it's like I'll just get a hit, like an intuitive hit, and I'll be like, whoa, especially what things are made out of and materials are made out of. Ooh, look at that, the Hierophant. Yeah, there is significance to this. It's the keys to something. Something is going to be unlocked, and you keep following these synchronistic events in this name because it's leading you somewhere. That's why into something purposeful, into something meaningful, into something that is edifying for your life and your creative process. And it's going to get clearer and clearer. But yeah, the Hierophant always has the keys, and in this case, two alien-looking babies on their bazungas. I don't know what that's about, but usually, yeah, there is. It's very symbolic of a door that needs to be opened. And first, there's signs to direct you there. Like, do you remember in The Hobbit when they had to read the old Elven on the wall, and Gandalf couldn't figure it out, and one of the little hobbits was like, oh, it's this, and that. It's those little things. You're going to have other people directing you, but really listen to your intuition. And if you think this is how it works, inner dialogue is in the front and the top of our head, and when our angels and guides and things are giving us messages, clairaudient, it's quieter and it's in the back of our mind. So we just think it's an afterthought or inner dialogue, but it's not. It's a directive, and you're going to be guided there. And it is important. It is important for something. They're trying to show you something and reveal something that's substantial to you. That's really cool, because this is usually a game changer in your life when you find these clues. And obviously it's picking up momentum, and it will. And then all of a sudden we'll be like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like a major perspective shift and everything. Okay, and what's going on? Are we caught up?
Yes, I just want to say thank you for Emma. Stacey is already out of here, I think. So thank you, Emma, for being very quick on the band hammer. Excellent. And I just want to remind people again, Melanie will answer all questions, the one she hasn't already answered, in text below. Go to the comments after the video is fully rendered. Rewrite your question in as a comment, and she will write an answer to it within the next day or two. Okay.
And I would like to say thank you and my love to all of you guys for coming and visiting and spending time with me. It's my dream and my hope all the time that I could just do this all day. But as I was saying, when I get rapid fire channeling, and it is like a tube of toothpaste, at the end of it, you're squeezed, because I'm hearing everything, or I'm hearing a lot of your feelings, and because I'm also an empath, I can feel pain. And when I feel loneliness and pain, sometimes that's a drain. And I was really edified today because it's my mother's birthday, and although that she passed years and years ago, it's like she's a source of strength and direction to me today, because she was indefatigable, this woman, and she had a special needs son, and she was a magistrate, and she suffered. So like, she was very connected, but so much so that she'd get hives and she'd become unwell, and she was a Pisces and she'd have to restrict, but I mean, phenomenal, and the strength in her. And so I garner support from that, and that's why I was led to this mission, to just be around people and spread the word that we're all capable of things we could not imagine. When we just have a little bit of confidence in ourselves. Here's the biggest thing: we stop listening and we stop caring absolutely 100% when anybody else thinks of what we're doing and how we're behaving. When we know we're in alignment with our true purpose and we're giving, loving, kind, we're going to get there. We're going to get there, and we're not going to be distracted by the blabbermouths. He who blabs loudest should shut the hell up first, right? Because there are people that are restricted in their lives and their beliefs. So just know that you're going to get to this love. You're going to get to this career. You're going to get to this purpose because you're trying and you're seeking. And that's all that matters, is that we try, right? And I'm so excited for the possibility and the activity that you guys, the steps you're taking. You know what I mean? I'm so excited for all the possibility and the potential that's out there for all of us, and we're all just living towards it and working. So I love you guys so much, and thank you for spending part of your evening with me. You guys, you're so wonderful. And again, you write down, Mel, I was on your super chat. This was my question, and I will definitely get to every single donation, and I'll try to get to whatever if you have a pressing issue, because that's why I'm here, you guys. I'm here. I've experienced a lot, and I will go. I'll go hell or high water to find out what you guys need answers to, because I love you. So love and light to you guys.
Quite a few people have commented on your hat.
Oh, thank you. Don't you love this? And I saw this the other day. I don't know if it was on eBay or something, and I was like, oh, it's just one of those really well made. I'll post where I got it from. Okay, I'll find out. I'll go on my browser history, because sometimes I go on a tear with tarot, and I will post where I got it from, because I remember it was super reasonable. It was ridiculous. In fact, I think it was. Yeah, it just came to me. Thanks, Mom. Amazon, it was like $15.99. You just go under hats and it'll come up, and you'll see it's sage green, and it has this buckle, and it's felt, and it's super well made. So go on there for $15.99, please. I was like, I need it. So you get one too. And I think there's different colors, like 10 different colors. So let's all get a cool hat. Yeah. All right, you guys. Mwah, I love you.